Hi, I am Dr. S. Krishnakumar, a qualified gynecologist and fertility specialist with over 4 decades of experience. Hi, I am Dr. S. Krishnakumar, a qualified gynecologist and fertility specialist with over 4 decades of experience. Definitely, one can understand that the IVF treatment is not a one-time treatment. It's going to be a long-term partnership or a relationship with the center, because one cycle may fail, but then subsequently you will get more clarity about the reason for the failure. Can anything be done better? Going through an IVF cycle could be not only just financially draining but also emotionally too stressful. By the time a couple reaches for the treatment of IVF, they have undergone tremendous stress from the family, from the society, and their own personal emotions come into picture. Hence, you need to understand that wherever one starts that IVF cycle, they have to understand few very important aspects which they have to go through in the IVF treatment. First of all, of course, the reason for their IVF should be very clearly understood and to be made clear to the couple concerned. Secondly, one has to have a financial clarity. There should be no hidden cost. There could be a cost of the injections, which are usually expensive, the basic cost at the IVF center, then the other investigations which they have to add if there are any other costs involved, like freezing of extra embryos, storing of semen sample, and in case there is cancellation of the cycle, all these aspects financially has to be very clear. Well, one goes through the injection, so one has to understand why this particular injection is given to me, what is the reason for that protocol. So it is not just about treatment. One has to understand that the failure rate in IVF is much more than the success. Hence, unless the couple understands every aspect of it, at the end of the cycle, they will not be in a position to accept failure if at all the cycle gets cancelled. Of course, your doctor will look into the main aspects of treating, which is the egg reserve, the sperm parameters, before suggesting you a particular type of protocol or an injection. Well, one has to also look at the Embryology Lab, which is the heart of the whole IVF treatment. One should clarify with the center about their previous success rate, about the availability of all the basic advanced instruments and equipments which are required for a good lab, their freezing techniques, their policy as far as selecting the embryos, whether they go for day 5 embryos or day 3 embryos, because the results of day 5 embryos will be always better. And in case if additional tests are required like PGTA, do they have the added facility in that particular center? So one has to be very sure that the center will be there with you all the time to support you emotionally in your journey for parenthood.